Welcome back to the show. 8 thrilling months on the electrified plate of the Trump presidency has reduced some of us to a clump of peptic ulcers with hair and teeth, anxiously bracing ourselves for the next aggressive outburst.
Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself.
Rocket Man? Seriously? My grandma comes up with sicker burns than that. But what is the UN for, if not diplomacy via a nuclear dick measuring contest? Watch out, Kim. Trump measures from the taint, right where Sean Hannity's tongue is. If we haven't careened into accidental war by the end of tonight's broadcast, it'll probably be down to this guy, Trump's not yet former Chief of Staff, General John Kelly.
He's somebody who believes deeply in discipline.
They got somebody in control, Kelly, who doesn't suffer fools.
Doesn't tolerate chaos.
In fact, fool and chaos were among the first people Kelly fired. Bye. Before Kelly, any right-wing extremist could just barrel into the Oval Office and slap their personal manifesto on the boss's desk to putrefy into government policy, but no more. The VIP room is now off limits. Sorry, Ivanka, welcome to Tiffany's world. Kelly is even limiting Trump's reading.
The president's media diet may be changing. Kelly cannot stop Trump from binge-watching Fox News, but Kelly has thinned out his package of printouts so much that Trump plaintively asked a friend recently, where'd the Daily Caller go? Where's Breitbart?
Aw, poor guy can't start his day without doing the Daily Caller's burning crossword. One down. What's a 4-letter word for white privilege? Yeah, please. So easy. Admittedly, Kelly's mission to Caesar Milan POTUS has had 1 or 2 setbacks.
The President of the United States retweeted that this morning. Why?
Because Kelly has to sleep 1 hour a week. Jesus, he's not a 5-star general. And there's still one chaos muppet flailing around the White House that Kelly hasn't dealt with.
John Kelly's pushing out now Omarosa, believing she was somebody that's feeding him negative vibes.
When General Kelly is talking about clamping down on access to the Oval, she is patient zero. The idea that she gets Trump riled up, she gives him a lot of articles to read, something that John Kelly's trying to, to put a lid on.
A lid? You make it sound like he's trying to capture a bat. Catch him, Derry, catch him! It should be easy to fire Omarosa from the White House. Hell, the Clinton White House fired her 4 times in 2 years for being a nightmare. But first, Kelly will have to figure out what the fuck her job is.
What would you say you do here?
As a communications director, it's important that we are communicating the vision that the president has for the community that we serve, for the constituents that we serve, and that message is clear, concise, and thorough. And that is what my job is.
Oh my God, are you Ivanka's sister from another mister? Way to architect a word salad. Omarosa's brief is something about black outreach, which is odd because she may be the only person who turns black people off more than Trump does.
Omarosa Manigault faces new scrutiny for allegedly bullying a White House reporter just steps from the Oval Office. April Ryan, a White House correspondent, said Manigault physically intimidated her.
Really? My Omarosa? That doesn't sound like her.
She is nothing but a high society crackhead. I'm a supermodel. Look at me. Everybody in the house hates me.
Oh, go smoke some crack, you crack bitch. I want you to OD.
At the end of the day, she's still a cracked out hoe.
You know I can't wear this. Girl, have you lost your mind?
Get a big face full. Nice. Come on, Omarosa.
Yeah, you know, whenever I called someone a cracked out hoe, my mom would make me wash out my mouth with worms, too. Literally nobody knows what Omarosa does in the White House other than piss people off. She signed herself the Honorable Omarosa in a letter to the actually Honorable Congressional Black Caucus, which is incorrect. Being a judge on Steve Harvey's Big Time Challenge does not entitle you to be called Your Honor.
That was the stupidest thing I've seen, bro.
Thank you.
And as a result, I've given you a 6.0.
Without parole. Tough but fair. But let's get real. Trump didn't hire Omarosa to do black outreach. He's already got his African American.
I think he took away from today.
My luggage. Hold on.
Trump hired Omarosa because he's a narcissist and she's a prettier version of himself.
I told her to go in a corner and get her a pacifier in her blanket and go cry, which is what she always does. You're emotionally unstable. That is like calling the kettle black. See, there you go with your racist terms. What was that you said about black people?
Those two are going shopping, not you.
Oh, I like the little bass in your voice, LaToya. Beat it.
No,
I will take you down. I'm a grown woman. I run a company. I didn't come here to make friends.
You don't go anywhere to make friends. You go there to fly up in people's hair and bite them and give them rabies and shit. And so here he slumps. The most powerful man in the world caught between two forces. General Kelly gives him the discipline he knows he needs, but Omarosa gives him the madness and discord he craves. They're like the gods of order and chaos, locked in a fight to the death, and nobody knows how it will end. I mean, I'm kidding. Of course we do.
General Kelly is very frustrated with the fact that Donald Trump continues to talk to people from his personal cell phone, and he's only memorized a couple people's cell phone numbers. So he keeps dialing Steve Bannon, he keeps dialing Omarosa and all the other people that he remembers from 15 years ago.
You might want to stick to the Middle East, General. I think you have a better chance of winning there. We'll be right back.